With today being the brand new update for Grand Cross, we have a whole bunch of new events and a whole bunch of things that you shouldn't be missing out on this week, and a couple things from the previous week. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over pretty much everything you should be doing on a day-to-day basis to stay up to date and kind of min-max your account with all of the new content. But logging into the game, first thing you should do, and I cannot stress this enough, please go ahead and do your dailies. I mean, I've only just gotten off from work, dailies are done, okay? Before any videos get done, dailies are done. So that is a huge must. And with that, you're gonna finish a couple things as well. Some of those, of course, being your demons, would 100% recommend doing all of those, of course, and your Hawk Pass missions. Whether or not you have the premium or the regular version of the Hawk Pass, still definitely worth going ahead and getting these done. The free costumes alone are enough value because the majority of the new characters do end up getting new costumes as well. So big value there. But other than that, let's go over to some of the older events that are going on at the moment. Majority of the stuff you'll find in this Holy War Fest, but there are a couple things that are hidden away. First one we're going to go over is the Amara event. Now, main thing you're looking for here is going ahead and finishing the full event challenge here and going ahead and getting this card here. Not the craziest card in the world, but if you went ahead and did some of the stuff in the previous weeks, you should have a couple more of these Esterosa card pack cards or Demon card pack cards, and you should be getting the card set, or you should probably have the card set at this point. Other than that, the exchange shop is very good. I'm still missing a couple things here. Not super worth my time, more so just filling up box space. These keys are an absolute must on one of the events we're going to talk about. UR Pendant is a given, UR Stones, Super Awakening Coins, all of this stuff is very good value. But of course, talking about the keys, the Wish Box event. Now, there are a whole bunch of extra keys given out in some of the newer week's missions, which you can use to go ahead and finish these off. Certain rewards being a lot better than others, and if you are someone who already has the costumes as they're given out second or third time, I think, if you've missed them, I'd probably go for the materials over. A lot of the sins that get given the costumes are for older variants, and I mean, look, 50 cosmetic upgrades is way better. You guys can pretty much decipher. I don't think there is a full rewards list to show the previous stages, more so to just show the one that you're currently in at the moment. So a little unfortunate. I probably should have done a video about this, kind of going over that. I don't think the Grand Cross news page has any listings or anything like that. But one thing as well that isn't currently displayed in anything here, but is very valuable, is the village donation event. So if you go to any of the first 6 chapters, go to the main village, you can give up a million of your gold for the ability to get an SSR pendant, an SR, and an R pendant, which, although the SR and R pendants are plentiful from the Fort Solgris or the SP dungeon, hey, 6 SSR pendants can come in at big value. Getting you that extra UR pendant as well can be crazy, and I mean, considering how many characters there are in the game, the UR pendants, it is going to take a long time for people to get the full level 100 boxes, but going ahead, sliding this meter up and then going ahead and getting this SSR pen is going to be huge and would highly recommend. It's totally worth the gold. Even if you're not sitting at a super high value, gold can be found forever, and this is a limited time thing. But once you've gone ahead and finally done all of the donations to all 6 of the first villages, the next place you want to go is back to the tavern, and King still has his special exchange going on. So usually we can go ahead over to King here and exchange books for higher gradings of books, potions, all that kind of stuff. But going over this section here, a lot of these sort of hoarded materials, especially if you're someone who's done a lot of the demonic beast battles, can swap a lot of these for pendants, super awakening coins. Would highly recommend exchanging all of the demon materials for some of these higher ones. Unfortunately, not able to get the original demon mats, but I'm sure within a future update that'll eventually come around. SSR pendants, R pendants, all that kind of stuff. As you can see, more super awakening coins, very good value. It's to get the whole box done, especially if you don't have everyone 6/6, can take a lot of time. Awakening materials, it's all here. I wouldn't really recommend doing the swap between the hammers and the UR stones. Maybe if you're really set on UR stones, you could probably swap a couple of them over to hammers, but I just don't think the exchange is all too well. Look, if your main cast has double UR sets, even triple for some of the main characters like Meliodas, because you end up needing a lot of them a second time for associations, you could go ahead and do so, but yeah, usually try and hold on to each one of these. It's not really super worth your time. But as well, jumping over, one thing that you could probably get done with your daily missions, going in here, and we deny the demon there, is your daily Solgris reward dungeon. Gives you an extra gem, it's really good value. It's not a login event, which I suppose is nice because you can also get affection. You can use a random team, which is honestly something everyone should be doing. When it comes to skip ticketing events, using a random team like this for characters where you have near none of the affection, and it's a good way to get gems. It's a very passive thing that you'll gain over time. And one of the most important things for newer players, or even players that have been playing the game for some time trying to build a whole bunch of gear, is the salvage events. So the way I like to do this is, if you have leftover SSR gear and you end up upgrading it to +5, the amount of rewards you get from DN can be super high compared to what you usually get. And I'd recommend having all of the gear upgrade to +5. Having just one of them left at 0 will massively decrease this. So we got an ultra success. Decent, you can, and I have seen plenty of times getting 2 of the 5-star upgrade materials, so definitely the best way to do it. I usually recommend doing 4. It is up to you, of course. A lot of people prefer to do 3 SSR pieces at a time, but once again, if you have a whole bunch of SSR equipment, it's worth doing. Going over here, a lot of people have a whole bunch of random gear left over from the patrol. A really good place to do this, you know, for the crit pieces, HP, all those ones, check the rolls, see if they're good to use on some of your main characters. If not, +5 them, chuck them into the salvage event, you will not regret it. And that finally finishes off for all of the old events from the previous weeks. Now going over everything in today's update, the 16th of August. So starting off, one of the big things that we've got is the Hero Arena coins. Go ahead and check the mail here. We have these. Now, a lot of people mistook these for the LR coins. No, you still have to go over to here, you still have to go to the Hero Arena, and then technically, because we're getting 10 of these, if we go over to the shop, that should be 1 LR coin. So a lot less than what people thought they're actually ending up with, but hey, at the end of the login event, you're still gonna have an extra 10 LR coins. A lot of people, the Hero Arena is a very challenging mode, so this is very big. I wouldn't recommend doing anything else here unless you have this one fully purchased, but at that point, you guys know what you're doing. You don't really need this video. You're well set if you have the max LR coins bought for this one. But going back to where we're talking about most of the content is these special missions. Another UR pendant, huge value. Along with that, we also get all of the extra Margaret tickets. There's going to be one of you guys out there that ends up single summoning her, and that's really good value. I talked about my summon video maybe not being the best banner to go ahead and spend your gems on, especially since we just had the Demon King banner. You know, a lot of people probably exhausted a lot of their currency there, but if you can get her, she's going to make the Nidhogg Demonic Beast battle an absolute breeze. But still finish these regardless. Doing all of these events that I'm talking about in today's video will get all of those done. Next up, another event that is left on this page here is the Balloon Pop event. Now, I can leave this up to you guys to figure out how to play. I mean, there's also a tutorial if you guys wanted it, but the main thing I'm going to be going over is the darts and the boxes. So the darts can be required or acquired from the free stages, Fort Solgris boss battle event boss battles, and the Twigo final boss battles. So be getting, I think it's 30 of those a day. And then the boxes, if I'm not mistaken, you get 5 of them a day. They can be getting from main stages or your story stages, Knighthood boss, your demons, or the training caves. So however you want to go ahead and acquire those, I'll leave that up to you. And the rewards, definitely not bad. More of the keys to go into the wish box event, SR pen or SA pendants, SSR pendants, the lot. It's all there, okay? And with last week's final boss ending and us getting the rewards for the final boss Cusack, we have here the final boss Twigo. So I'm not going to go over this in today's video. There will be a separate video for that, and then you guys can see the teams we're going to be using. Archangel is going to be very strong. The main one is going to be the Unknown team. It is a extremely easy final boss. If you're scoring for those high percents, you can probably go ahead and do that with these teams here. These will be the absolute go-to. The Freya team is probably going to need his Holy Relic for maximum efficiency, but it is such an easy final boss since there is no hell difficulty. You're going to be able to breeze through this. No one is going to be having trouble with farming this. It's mainly going to be going for those super high scores. But backing out here, we can go back to the event tab here. Scrolling down, we got the firework festivals. Now there's a couple different currencies when it goes into doing this event. You see here we have these gem shards, and then we have the 2 main materials. The gem shards can go ahead and be done through all of your daily missions. I'm sure when you guys see those, they'll be done along the side, and then the event missions. So as long as you're doing your dailies, after that, go ahead and check this tab here, make these, and then you can go ahead and choose your materials, put them into the events here. More than enough time to go ahead and finish up all of these. So as long as you're sticking to your dailies and getting this stuff done, you'll be able to finish this event. You'll be able to get all of these very good rewards and your final lucky bag ticket. There was a lot of confusion on where that one was, but other than that. And the final thing for the time being is going to be the PvP missions. So going down here, this is a weekly thing. Only have to win 15 matches as of this week, and then next week it'll roll over. Same thing, 15 matches. This week's rewards are a little bit better, but hey, it should be real easy. I'm sure if you guys play ungeared and you're trying to, get to your high rank to get your 60 gems per week, this is gonna something that you get regardless of that. But we do have another event coming out in 2 days time, which will be the ungeared event where we get to do the whole team cost thing. Super cool. There's going to be more videos about that when it comes around, but at the moment, not here, not something you need to worry about. Focus on getting this tab done here, all of the stuff in your tavern, the SSR Pendant Village donation event, and all of your final bosses, and you should have it clear. But anyways, hope that covers up anything. If there is anything I missed, which I don't think there is, by all means let me know in the comment section down below. But that just about does it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.